Okay, our last selection of the show here is Warwick Valley American Fruit Strawberry Liqueur. This is made with 100% Hudson Valley strawberries, which will be coming into season probably within the next week or two, which is great because I go out and I pick strawberries and I make strawberry jam.
Wow.
And I give it as gifts. So we have great strawberries here. And the way it's made is that it's infused with brandy, and I want to say that Jason, who is the owner at Warwick Valley Winery, is also a master distiller, and they do a lot of distilling there as well. So
let's try some
yeah,
of this. That
okay.
sounds good. So they make the brandy themselves.
Yep.
And the strawberries are Hudson Valley strawberries.
Yep.
So this is again a true Hudson
Valley wine or liqueur
product. Yeah.
Yeah, product.
Okay, look at that color. It's definitely
Yes,
strawberry red.
Definitely. Definitely. Look at that. Oh my God.
Oh, this is so strawberry. And I don't mean over the top strawberry. I mean, this is like when you have fresh strawberries and like you make your jam and you get and you have the red all over your hands then from them and you smell your hands. That's what this is.
It's like being in a strawberry patch.
This really.
And
it's
just,
like you just
I haven't even
crushed
tasted this yet, and I'm just like biting into a strawberry just from the aroma. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. And it's funny is I usually don't like sweet types of wines.
Me too.
And I don't know if it's the older I'm getting, but I'm really starting to like this stuff. And this is really good. This is like it would taste really good over pancakes.
Yeah. And I remember at the winery they suggest that.
Oh,
putting
did
it
they?
over pancakes.
This does with some fresh strawberries on it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
perfect. That would be a nice treat.
We need to go out to breakfast afterwards and get
I
some
know.
pancakes.
This does
and,
bring this with us.
Yeah.
Wherever we go, they'll be looking at us strangely. But what are they doing with liquor and eating pancakes? And you know, another thing that's following through from the previous wines to this one is there's no bite and no harshness in any. Even this made with brandy.
Smooth and silky.
Yeah.
I mean, and it the way it's on your tongue, it's just there. It's happy. This is really good, and this is
surprising.
and it's not overly sweet.
Right, that's another thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to take too many sips.
To either.
And it's again like the Pinot Noir we tried, the Tokai, and the Champagne with sparkling wine. They will have a nice acidity, and so does this. That must be one of the trademarks of this region.
Yeah,
is a nice bright acidity, like Burgundy or like Champagne, France, or something like that. Some of the best wine regions in the world.
I can just
and you know
smell
it's
this all day.
interesting too. On the nose, you get so much strawberry, but then on the palate, tasting it, the brandy changes it a little, where it's more complex again now.
Yep, and you don't get the sweetness.
Yeah, the brandy is kind of balancing the sweetness of the liqueur.
Yep.
It's very interesting. Oh, I'd like to watch them make this sometime.
Yeah, we should take a
It
trip
should
down
be
there.
really interesting.
That's what we should do. I'll call Jason and see if he can just give us a tour of the distillery.
And for you people that haven't been to the Hudson Valley or that live here especially, you should tour some of these wineries.
Yeah, and I want to say Warwick is located on the west side of the valley, of the Hudson Valley, and it's located in the southern part of Ulster or Orange County.
Yeah, almost on the border with New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I was there the other week. I went to see, every year they do a Bob Dylan festival.
I heard that's supposed
on his
to be
birthday.
A lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
They have crowds.
Great food, but it's a great restaurant. I had a big portobello burger with mozzarella on it and peppers. It was delicious with their Chardonnay, which was really good too. But it's a great place to visit. And the Dylan thing was a lot of fun too, to sit out there. It's nice and mellow.
They sometimes have a summer Shakespeare plays, and I do know that they have music on the weekends as well.
So that's a good thing for people to keep in mind when you're visiting this area, or if, like I said before, if you live here, of course, to go there. And another thing I should say, all the wine regions I've traveled, I've been lucky enough to travel to most of them. I always feel fortunate when you meet somebody like Debbie in the region who knows all the wineries, knows the restaurants, knows the major fine wine retailers like Mid-Valley. And that's somebody who is golden when you meet them, because you get the inside scoop. You eliminate a lot of trial
And
and,
that's what
error
brought
of
us
where
here
to go.
today, because you've got one.
Exactly.
Mid-Valley Wines and Liquors has one of the best selection of Hudson Valley and New York wines.
It really does. It's incredible. Well,
So,
folks, cheers
cheers.
once again.
This concludes our first show, Exploring Wine Country, with our Hudson Valley wines here. And our future shows, we're going to always have a Hudson Valley wine aspect to it, whether we're comparing our Rieslings that are grown and produced in the Hudson Valley to Rieslings in Alsace, whatever it may be. But that's what you can look forward to, as well as the hybrid grapes that are grown in the valley. We'll be tasting them and discussing them and introducing you to them, and where these wines originated, the vinifera's, and comparing them to the country's wines that are grown here to the wines that are grown all over the world.
Which is so interesting. That's what I
Yeah.
live for, is doing stuff
Yes,
like
I can't
that.
wait for the future ones.
And also for you folks that live in the Hudson Valley, these wines are available at the wineries, of course, or one stop at Mid-Valley Wine and Liquors. Or if you don't live in the region and you live somewhere else and you're interested in these wines from hearing about them today, you can always order them from Mid-Valley's website, which is midvalleywine.com. It's a great site.
Good.
Yeah.
And to our next show.
Yep. And to
Oh, we want to thank Bobby Marino. Can't leave him out.
Definitely
for letting
not.
us use his store as our stage and our studio today. And really, we can't thank you enough. And if you do live out of the region and want to order some wines, please visit midvalleywine.com. Place your order. If you have questions, what have you, they're more than knowledgeable to answer all your questions.
They really are. What a staff.
Yes,
Yeah.
and thank you so much, Bobby, for
Yeah, thanks, Bobby.
staging this as our show.
I'd like to get one more point
Okay.
in too. That's important too, because our region's so beautiful. If you live here and you want to tour the wineries, or especially if you don't live in the area and you're coming to visit, you could hook up with Debbie's tour company, which is definitely the best one, and that's at
HudsonValleyWineTours.com.
Tours.com. HudsonValleyWineTours.com. It's a great website to go to start. You can contact Debbie from there, and you'll get all the inside scoop on everything.
And
which is
once
really
again,
cool.
Hudson Valley Wine Goddess, Wine
And the
Philosopher.
Wine Philosopher.
To our next show.
Cheers.
Cheers.